Okay, this is my daughter Elizabeth, and she's going to demonstrate Chilel for us. We'll go through all of the components of it. However, for my patients who are going to be practicing this, the first part, consisting of three major sets, is what you need to do every single day. And then the rest of it, do as often as you feel like you can, but for sure that first part. So I'm going to talk through this while Elizabeth demonstrates it. The first part is a meditation. Think blue sky. Think body. Think blue sky. Think body. Think blue sky. Think body. Body relaxes. Notice her knees soften. Mind expands to the horizon. Become aware of everything within the horizon. Be quiet and respectful. Appearance is humble. Mind is clear. And your goal here is to enter the state of ding, which is the state where your mind is literally empty, thinking about nothing. When you accomplish this state as it should be, you literally will not know how much time has passed. You will not be aware really of anything. And it allows your body to enter a smarter state, as well as your mind. Think infinity, and this you can interpret however you wish. Think body. You're now in the Qigong. At this point, if you have multiple people, the leader will draw in his mind, maybe with his fingers, a circle around everyone practicing. If you're practicing alone, draw a circle around yourself on the floor in your mind. Okay, we're going to begin the set. Liz is going to point at the sides of her legs with her hands. Notice she's bending the wrist, not just the fingers. And then she's going to follow her little fingers around as far as she can and then bring her hands to bear on the earth. Then she's going to go out a hand's length and connect with the earth and bring it into her legs 3 times. Then she's going to form tiger mouth and lift chi up to the level of the navel. She'll convert her hands into cups and reflect into the navel. Then she's going to stay at navel level and go out with her fingertips and touch the horizon. And then she will move to behind her. She's going to cup her hands and reflect. Go ahead and turn, yep, perfect. Into a point called Mingmen. And Elizabeth, just your fingers are kind of pointing. Just turn it so that you're just cupped and reflecting into Mingmen. That's better. Mingmen is a point between the 2nd and 3rd lumbar vertebra. It is opposite the navel, and it is a key important point for vitality up and down the spine into your kidneys and legs. Draw your hands up and pour into Daobo. And face us again, please. Turn your palms up and fingers forward. Reach out and touch the horizon. Reflect into Yin Tang, which is a point right along your eyebrows, between them, above your nose, and it is the acupoint that corresponds with the 3rd eye chakra, which of course is somewhat higher. Lead with your elbows, go out and touch the horizon. Feel the earth, feel the heavens, gather the heavens. Bring your hands together, bring them down in front of you. Point your fingers forward. Oh, no, wait, go back to that. Turn to the side for me for a second. Notice Liz is not actually touching her chest. And notice that her forearms are pretty much parallel to the floor. Okay, turn back and face me. Point your fingers forward. Go out and touch the horizon. Open your palms while keeping the thumb and forefingers together. Now separate your palms and push and pull 3 times. And this is the horizon that's moving away and toward her. And now gather chi horizontally 3 times. And that's a little bit bigger than she needs to. She only really needs to move a hand's width on that. And push and pull 3 times. And gather chi vertically. Turn your palms up. Gather the heavens and reflect into the crown chakra. Take a deep breath into your belly. Come down and reflect down your face, throat, chest, and the fingertips of the middle fingers go into the navel. And you feel your fingers going deep inside. Now go around to Mingmen and connect. Feel your fingers go deep inside and connect with your fingers in the front. So you imagine or feel your fingers connecting inside your body from where they were in front to where they are in back. Drag your hands down the backs of your legs. Put your palms down on top of your feet and sink in and stand up 3 times. Gather your ball of chi. And this is a pose you might hold for any length of time, depending on how long it takes you to get your chi going and to help the chi flow up and down your back and the backs of your legs. Separate your hands and drag them up the fronts of your legs and reflect into the navel and back, or rather not reflect, but push into the navel and then back to starting position. Hands go out and touch the horizon. Point your fingers down to touch the earth. Follow your little finger around and push and pull 3 times the horizon. So that move is something like the opening move. Gather chi horizontally first. Now come forward. Push and pull the horizon 3 times. Gather chi vertically. Turn your palms up. Reflect into the crown chakra. Take a deep breath. Come down and touch yin tang, which is here on your brow. And then there's a point opposite on the rim of the occiput, this occipital protuberance in the back of your head. She's going to go and touch that. And then she's going to, go ahead and turn your back to us. She's going to drag her fingers down as far as she can reach on her spine. Most people can reach T3. Liz obviously can reach almost T6. And then she's going to come down and reach up and drag that down into Mingmen. And then she will go to the navel and feel her fingers connect inside her body once more. Drag down the fronts of her legs. Sink in and stand up 3 times. And gather your ball of chi. Again, this could take any length of time. Turn your hands to the backs of your legs and drag them up the backs of your legs to Mingmen. Feel your fingers go deep inside. Go to the navel. Feel your fingers go deep inside and connect with where they were in back. And back to starting position. Now, as you get good with this and you have it all memorized, you can take as long as you need, or you can do a really fast session where you're done in like 2 minutes. I've done both. They're both effective. In fact, they both kind of do different things. So it's good to mix it up a little bit. Okay, tiger mouth lifts chi diagonally, which means she's at about 45 degrees. So if straight out to the side is 90, or is 0, and straight out in front is 90, she's at about 45 degrees. Turn your palms up, gather the heavens, reflect into the crown chakra, draw a deep breath. Come down and touch the crown chakra with your middle fingers. Drag your middle fingers off the sides of your head, pushing your ears forward as you go. And hands, palms forward. Notice her elbows are tucked at her sides, palms facing forward. Which hand are you going to drop first?
Right.
So women are going to drop the right, men will drop the left first. And you push forward as far as your wrist will let you. Okay. Then you cup your hand to the side. And you're going to pivot your whole body around your left leg. When you get to the point that it's twisting your knee, then you touch your middle finger, show the camera. Touch your middle finger in the middle with your thumb between the two knuckles, and that reaches all the way around your body, wraps around your body, and then as you come back forward, you place that in the stomach meridian on the opposite side. You find the stomach meridian by dividing the collarbone in half, and then you come down about 1 inch, and you'll be in a tender spot there in the muscle, and that's stomach meridian. She's going to do the same thing with the other side. Drop, push, cup, twist, touch, wrap, and now she's going to push in as she breathes in into her belly and relax as she breathes out. So she's going to do that 3 times. Go ahead. And it's all belly breathing. Liz is pretty skinny, so you can't really see her belly going out, but that's what you do. And then the hands cross in front of you, and you don't want your wrists quite touching. They're very close, but not quite touching. And then put your hands together in the namaste position. Good. And then reach up as far as is comfortable, and then stretch a little extra and touch the sky. Separate your hands, touch your fingers on the horizon. Follow the horizon along and reflect into yin tang. Remember, it's between your eyebrows. Turn your palms up and draw your hands in. Pour into Daobo. Point your fingers back and reach backward. Gather chi all around you and into the navel. And you're gonna, if you're a woman, you'll have the left hand on top. If you're a man, you'll have the right hand on top. And you're going to calm and nourish chi everywhere in your body, but especially in the lower burner, the dantian, which is defined or located 3 fingers below your navel and 3 fingers inside your body. And that's where dantian is, and that's where you move from. That's where your strength comes from. And that is the completion of the set you're supposed to do every day. So go back to starting position. Now Liz is going to demonstrate for us also wall squatting and la chi. So wall squatting is in China done putting your toes against the wall, and you squat all the way down till your butt touches your heels without falling over. Now most Americans can't do that. We've lost, little babies can, but adults can't. And so normally we don't do it, and I don't ask people to do it against the wall. So Liz is obviously standing out there in the open. She's going to round her low back and tuck her hips, and then squat all the way down. Okay, and then stand up. Many people, including myself, cannot get all the way down. I've got a belly in the way. Lots of people struggle with that, but you go down as far as you can. You keep your feet flat. Do not let your heels leave the floor under any circumstances. Doing so will injure you. You've got to keep your feet flat. Show us again. So Liz is very good at this, and I would normally do 8 to 10 of those. So do a couple more for us. And maybe if I had a lot of low back trouble, I might do 20 of these. They really help push the fluid out of your lower abdomen and make your low back healthier. All right, very good. And now La Chi is, you begin by gathering a ball of chi. Once you start to feel the chi in your hands, which takes some people several weeks of doing this before they really start to feel the chi. So don't get nervous if you're not feeling it. You'll still get benefit, even if you don't feel it. So, but then you pick a body part that needs help, and you start putting chi into that. So Liz complains sometimes about a knee while she's growing, so she could do that. She could do her liver, she could do her spleen, pancreas, stomach, thyroid, brain, eyes, bones, whatever she needed to. She just keeps her focus. As your hands come in, they bring in vital chi, and as they come out, they release the stagnant, unhealthy, toxic, or otherwise pernicious chi. All right. Very good, Liz. Thank you. You can also do La Chi on someone else. In fact, it is more effective to have a few people practicing who then all work on somebody who really needs it as part of this. Okay? Very good. All right. Now, I recommend you do up to this point every single day. Now, what we're going to show you next is a meditative pose that, while it's shorter, ought to take much longer. The ideal thing would be to do this when you have extra time or can take extra time. And when you get into the meditative pose, you stay there for a long time. Either go into the state of ding or imagine receiving or attracting, or just imagine having something you need, or someone else's benefit that they might need. And but it's a time where all your meridians are open and your ability to manifest things in your life that you think about is increased. Okay, it's a kind of an opening of the energy channels so that your brain converts what it thinks about into energy very easily. And don't forget, if you're going to meditate on something you want, your first job is to conquer yourself. So if you are really clinging to some things that are just toxic you need to conquer that first. And then you'll be able to attract cleanly what you want. Okay, so it begins the same as the first set. So point your hands at your sides. Follow your little finger around. Oh, I missed something, didn't I? Yes, I did. Liz is looking at me funny because she knew I was missing something. Start with your feet together, like Liz's feet. First thing you do is open your heels 45 degrees. That's probably slightly more than 45. There we go. And then open your toes 45 degrees. I did it backward, didn't I? Yeah, okay, start back together. It's been a while since we did this, and when I do, I'm always doing it with them. So let's try again. Open your toes 45 degrees, then your heels 45 degrees. Awesome, there we go. All right, so you're facing pigeon-toed. There we go, okay. So now point your fingers at your sides. Follow your little fingers around. Gather chi 3 times, the chi of the earth. Tiger mouth lifts chi to the navel. Reflect in. Go out and touch the horizon at navel level. Reflect into Mingmen, which is just like we showed you in the first set. Draw your fingers up and pour into Daobo. Point your fingers forward, palms up, and go out and touch the horizon. Reflect into Yin-Tang. Lead with your elbows, go out and touch the horizon. Feel the earth, feel the heavens, gather the heavens, and now you're going to bring that down into that position, and then when you're ready, you're going to open up your hands with your fingertips together, holding a ball of chi in the middle, and you sit down just like that and hold the ball of chi over your navel. The idea is to keep your spine fairly straight, and you're bent over slightly, so really your eyes should be on a point about 10 feet in front of your body. So Liz looks pretty good. We're going to look at her from the side. I'm going to walk around her, and we're going to just see what she looks like. So she could stand to sit just a hair more. There we go. That's the perfect pose. And you would hold that exactly like she's doing. Maybe tip up your chin just a hair, Liz, right there. Exactly like that for as long as you can. And gets very tiring, but you are also in a position of meditation right there. And then, so we're going to walk you through closing it up, which looks something like closing the last set. So, Liz, if you would please, close up your ball of chi, stand up, bring your heels in and your toes in, reach up, and then stretch a little further and touch the sky. Separate your hands and touch the horizon. Drag along the horizon, reflect into Yin-Tang. Turn your palms up and draw them in. Pour into Daobo. Feel your fingers go deep inside your chest. Point your fingers back and reach behind you. Gather chi and go to the navel. Now this is slightly different. You're going to do 9 circles clockwise for elimination and counterclockwise for assimilation. So you don't really move your hands on the skin. You kind of drag the skin with you and do your circles. So go ahead and do 9 circles clockwise for us. Yep. That's good. And 9 circles counterclockwise. And then calm and nourish chi, and then back to starting position. And we are done. Thank you so much, Liz. Excellent job.